You feel that, don't you? That restless electric buzz crawling beneath the steel and concrete of Detroit, like a storm brewing just beyond the horizon, waiting to tear through every last doubt and disappointment we've carried for decades? The whispers are thick tonight. Shadows moving behind closed doors where only a few know the truth, but everyone in the Motor City can sense something big is stirring. Is it another false dawn, another fleeting hope around a corner we've been promised before? Or is this the moment the silence breaks? Because insiders aren't just whispering about any player. This isn't some late-round flyer or an aging veteran handed a one-year prove-it deal, no. Beneath the surface, the chatter is electric about an edge rusher who could actually turn the tide, who could finally stand opposite Aidan Hutchinson and transform this defense from a promising unit into a relentless, fearsome force. Say the name out loud. Trey Hendrickson. Yeah, you heard me right. That sack-hungry all-pro monster who led the league in sacks last season, the kind of relentless edge presence that haunts quarterbacks' nightmares and wreaks havoc on offensive game plans. And despite his blazing performance, despite the cold shoulder from his current team, the Cincinnati Bengals, who are balking at matching his skyrocketing value for a 30-year-old star entering his prime's most potent years, the door is wide, open for Detroit to make a move that roars louder than any hype train from the draft or free agency. Imagine it our rookie star, Hutchinson, finally paired with a true warrior alongside him. A duel so fearsome that quarterbacks start sweating before the snap, and offensive lines break under the weight of our surge. This isn't just a trade. Rumor, it's the very lifeblood of Detroit's rebirth. We've lived through the pain since '91, the long, brutal winters of disappointment, the seasons of promise turning into heartbreak and frustration, the endless rebuilding cycles that felt like deja vu until hope itself felt like a stranger. But from those ashes, those years under Caldwell, the near misses, the lost drafts, the cold, quiet nights in Ford Field, this city, this team knows what true grit feels like. We know how to believe when no one else will. And what if this move is the spark to ignite all that dormant fire? What if Hendrickson in Honolulu Blue isn't just about improving our defense, but about fulfilling a promise, a destiny long overdue? What if this singular, seismic acquisition is the gamble that pushes us from borderline contenders to legitimate Super Bowl disruptors? But every story this raw comes with the shadows of what if. What if the price is too steep? What if the chemistry doesn't click? What if this is the last hurrah before the window slams shut forever? I can feel the breath of Detroit's restless fans call it hope, call it desperation. But damn, it's real, and it's burning hot. The chatter around contract talks cooling, the Bengals' hesitance, the cold calculations of a front office ready to pounce. This is classic Lions chess on the edge of a game-changing play. Don't glance away now, because if Detroit pulls this off, if that second-rounder and fifth-rounder get shipped for Hendrickson's relentless edge, the whole league will have to recalibrate. We're not just playing catch-up anymore. We're announcing that the Lions have arrived. So lift your voice in the comments if your heart is pounding. If this city carried you through the darkest years and now whispers of glory make your blood boil. Because if this domino falls, if the ink dries and Hendrickson dons that Lions jersey, you better believe this team is about to shock the entire league, and maybe, just maybe, the nightmare is over. The fuse is lit. The final act begins. All we have to do now is wait for the explosion. Enough silence. Roar now or forever be forgotten. Do you feel it, Detroit? That fever, that pulse pounding beneath the streets, over Ford Field, in our very bones. This is the moment we've been waiting for since the last time we tasted victory. Since the days Barry danced through defenses. Since Megatron's shadows loomed over the league, a spark that refused to die. Reignited by hope, fueled by desperation, ready to explode into something legendary. You see, while the rest of the NFC North boys are busy puffing up their chests Minneapolis, thinking they've got their brotherly division locked, Chicago trying to hide their cracks behind a mask of rebuilds, Detroit season after season has been our crucible. Oh, I remember the heartbreaks like scars etched into my soul, the 0-16 nightmare that pushed us to the brink of despair, the countless times we watched promising seasons turn into heartbreakers in December, the missed playoff opportunities that haunted us like ghosts in Ford Field, and on that cold, still night last January, watching our team claw and scrape to just get into the dance only to come up just short, a cruel tease that blazed through every hope we had. But the narrative has shifted. It's as if Detroit has found its voice again, sharpened its claws, and finally realized that the scars of the past are just survival marks proof we've endured. And now it's our turn to turn the page. We know how brutal this game is, how the weight of history pushes hard, the shadows of past failures trying to pull us back into the dark, like the ghost of Jim Caldwell's firing casting a pall over our aspirations, or Calvin Johnson's retirement, leaving a void that felt endless. Yet here we stand, eyes blazing, looking straight ahead, because one move, one brutal, calculated move, could finally topple the kings of the North, and that move is Trey Hendrickson. That relentless sack-hunting beast who has haunted quarterbacks last season, someone who made offensive lines quake, a man who's been living for this moment, an opportunity to finally be the cornerstone, the disruptive force Detroit has needed for ages. The talk in the shadows? It's heavy and undercurrent of the front office's chess game, whether they're willing to gamble everything to seize this moment or stay conservative behind the guise of building through the draft. All while our rivals look on, feeling the tremor of impending chaos. Do you understand what this could mean? When Hendrickson steps into the locker room, he won't just be another veteran for a patchwork defense. He'll be a catalyst, a symbol of Detroit's relentless pursuit of greatness, of forging a new identity in the NFL, one that doesn't cower from the Giants but challenges them head-on. Imagine Hutchinson and Hendrickson side by side, two forces, one vision, unleashing chaos on the quarterback, an unstoppable tandem that could turn our defense into a nightmare for every offense that dares to cross our path. This isn't just about improving our pass rush or filling a hole. This is about rewriting history, about refusing to be the team everyone counts out. Remember the heartbreak of last season's playoff loss, how close we came, yet how distant victory felt. This move is the edge, the game changer, the fire that can propel us over the edge into uncharted territory where legends are born. But that's what's got every lion roaring. What if the price is too steep? What if Hendrickson's not the perfect fit? Or worse, what if he's the one piece that finally unlocks the beast we've been waiting to awaken? What if this is the moment we finally vanquish the ghosts that have haunted Detroit for decades? And as the rumors swirl, silent negotiations in the dead of night, I can almost see the front office clutching their chessboard, weighing the future against the cost, knowing that if they pull this trigger, the NFL will feel it, that the landscape will shift, and from the ashes of doubts, we will rise. Picture this city, battered and scarred, yet unbreakable, finally peeling back the layers of doubt to reveal the indomitable spirit we've always known, waiting not just for a savior, but for Detroit to reclaim its rightful place at the summit, to turn those shattered dreams into a living, breathing dynasty. And just beyond that horizon, beyond the contracts, the trade talks, the whispered secrets, what's lurking in the shadows? Is it the fateful call from Cincinnati, the moment Hendrickson's signature finally seals the deal? Or is something even bigger lurking, an unthinkable twist? Because if this move lands, if Hendrickson dons that blue and silver, will the league finally understand that Detroit is no longer just a city of resilient survivors, but a powerhouse ready to make history, ready to shake the foundations of everything we've known, ready to answer that call for greatness? And as the silence stretches taut like a wire about to snap, I ask you, are we truly prepared to see it all unfold? Or are we just fools dreaming of a future that's finally ours to take?